The roads are free here in Lagos too. Personally, I'm thinking, how do I get to work tomorrow? Because I have just, I think one more bar in the car to take me home. So how long more, Nigeria? By the way, the Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, has threatening to withdraw services over non-payment of 200 billion naira bridging claims by the Nigerian Midstream Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. So IPMAN Depot Chairman claimed that since the directive by the minister in February this year, only 13 billion has been paid to their members, and it has affected their businesses. This development is coming as residents in most parts of the country experience difficulty in getting petrol. It sounds like adding more fuel to fire, right? But I'm joined by National Public Relations Officer of IPMAN, Okonlawo Lanrewaju, who joins me live from our Abuja studio. Mr. Lanrewaju, thank you for joining us. First, IPMAN says fuel scarcity will last for 2 weeks. Now the association is threatening to withdraw its services in the middle of a crisis. What is really happening here?
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, viewers. The situations in the industry, the major situations now is about the depot chairmen that are on issue of the bridging claims. We've been on this for a very long time. The other time that the NATO and the PTD have strikes, we discussed this issue with the downstream and midstream regulators. But unfortunately, they didn't come up with the promises they promised us, and it has been causing serious problem within us. Even the chairmen, we've been on meetings since yesterday, several meetings. We are just trying to put things down so that it will not go out of hand. Because we are in crisis, the scarcity crisis already, so we didn't want us to go that way again. That is what we've been working on since yesterday. Thank you.
So are you saying they have changed their mind now? Because what a time to protest bridging claims.
You see, the issue is the bridging claim have not been paid. But as of today, the DPR, the midstream and downstream regulators said they will start paying it today. So we hope it will start as they promise. So we are hoping, we are expecting payments from today.
Yes. We're hearing that government-regulated depots remain inaccessible, and that what is happening right now is that other states are turning to private depots for fuel supplies, and that's perhaps why we are getting to pay as high as 1,000 or 1,500 naira per litre. Help us understand what the situation really is.
Well, the situations about that, I just feel, when there is little gap in supply, there ought to be a crisis like this. And, people are just trying to make things more difficult for ourselves. That's the situation in Nigeria. It's not about government. It's not about government. At least the government have been doing the best they could do. And the NNPC has been trying. Normally, even at home, in your house, there may be challenges. Your wife cannot pull off the roof. We realize the depot owners are the major issue in these sectors, in this chain. Because NNPC is the sole importer, they give you products. We are the retailers, the independent marketers. We don't import. We don't have storage tank. We get products from you. But the supplier, the NNPC have been supplying you products. It gets to a stage, they are just trying to ration the supply. And in any economy, when the supply is low and demand is high, it will create crisis. That was what we are facing. It's not about the NNPC or the government. It's issue within ourselves. Nigerians' issue. That is just it. That is what I'm saying.
So the last we heard from your association is that this might last for another 2 weeks. Is that still the current situation?
No. There are some vessels have been landing, and They are discharging, as I'm talking to you, about 2 or 3 vessels are discharging in different depots. So before the end of this, tomorrow, next tomorrow, the product will be out. Our trucks are in Lagos already to pick the product.
The narrative we've heard also is that even though when supply comes in, it takes time to be able to clear the queues and to get back to norm. So what timeline do you have in mind? How soon do you think that Nigerians can have, a heave of relief?
By the time we start loading tomorrow, I know the distance, it depends on the distance. People from Lagos will enjoy first. Downward, that's it as it goes. But I know before the end of this week, everything will go. I'm sure of that one.
So what do you
before the end of this week?
What do you make of NNPC's insistence that it has resolved the logistic challenge before now and that it has adequate stock of the product? That was its position as at last week. Yes,
that was what I'm trying to say. The logistic issue from the NNPC end has been resolved. That is why you see about 30 vessels a batching now. That is the stations. They are discharging to depot. So if not, the stations now is from the depot to start loading out. That's from tomorrow, and they start loading out.
So is the price changing? Because what do you make of claims that this scarcity is a function of ongoing turnaround maintenance in Europe, for instance?
No. As an independent marketers, there are limits we can say about the situation. The petroleum sector is on chain. The fact of the matter is there is no increase. We've not been communicated about increase. NNPC is still selling the old price to us. But that is what I'm saying. Because of shortage of supply, some people take advantage of the situations. That is just it. And we are in the deregulation period. That is it. When the product...
Yes. Please go ahead, Mr. Kolawo.
Yeah, when the product is not available, you see that what I'm trying to explain is this. Because I have to be practical. I have to be practical on this issue. There are some depots, private depots, that will hold on to products and not releasing it during that last week. They just called of selling like 2 or 10 trucks, 5 trucks, and they're not getting new products. That means they have stock before. So, and they are jacking the price until the regulators try to work on that type of issues. They should even place their price, and they should have a platform on network platform that we don't need to be buying from third hand. All private depots should be able to place their record. It's a numbers. Let us know what you are selling. And we should know so that we'll be able, NNPC, if you want to buy from NNPC, you can do that transaction in your room. You don't need to go to the depot for NNPC. It's standard. They don't need to know you. You don't need to know them. But on these private depot issues, those are where we are having issues. The challenges is too high there. These the regulations, everybody wants it. It's a good thing for us. But we just realize the private depots are just putting a bottleneck on it. If you want to get product from private depot, you have to buy from third party. They have different accounts, about 3 accounts. You will not know, you will not be able to pay direct to the account. All those private owners, they are selling cheap at their own their own stations, and they will be selling high at the depot.
All right, Mr. Olawa,
we don't have options.
We have to go now, and I hear you clearly.
It's all right.
But the question on the mind of the average Nigerian is how soon can they get this commodity at the normal price without spending hours at the filling station, bearing in mind, for instance, that it's public holiday tomorrow?
The supply chain did not know public holiday. By the time you load tomorrow, they start distributing. And our truck has been in Lagos for about 3 weeks. So we are ready to start loading. So that's it.
All right.
Before the end of this week, as I've said. Yes.
Looking forward to it. And we're really counting on it. National Public Relations Officer of IPMAN, Okolawo Olarewaju, thank you so much for talking to us on the program.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. It's all right.